Beloved in the Lord, it's a privilege and honor to come your way this very day on this special episode on Time with Pastor Rich. This very day, I'm here to share with you something I've entitled, Your Uniqueness is a Blessing. Your uniqueness is a blessing. Come with me to the book of Psalms 139, Psalms 139 with the verse number 14. The word of God says, I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth very well. I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth right well. Many years ago, I remember I heard a story about a man that was in possession or had two pots. And one pot was perfect in the sense that it has no blemishes on it. It had no cracks. It was good. And the second pot was not perfect. It had cracks on it. This man that owned this pot assigned this pot to do an assignment. He assigned this pot to fetch water from a well to fill a barrel or a tank in his house. Everything, according to the story, everything was going on well for the perfect pot. I mean, he was running, doing the work perfectly without any fault, without any shortcomings. But then things were not going all that well for the imperfect pot, the pot with the cracks. So the pot with the cracks was mourning and feeling down and disappointed that he's not been able to do the work as expected of him because of the cracks which he had. So he thought that the master wouldn't be satisfied and happy with the work he was doing. But the master knew very well that this pot had a crack. So at the end of the day, when they've done the work and they've come to see the master, what the master did was the pot with the cracks started complaining and crying to the master and begging to forgive him for not being able to meet up to expectation. So what the master did was that he said to the pot with the cracks that I knew very well that you had a crack on your side, and what I did was that on your journey to home, from the well to home, I planted some flowers along the way, so that the water which will be leaking from your cracked side will be watering the plants or the flowers I planted on the wayside. Then the master took the imperfect pot, the cracked pot, to the dining table, to the place where he receives his guests, and he has decorated the tables with flowers, very nice flowers. And he says that the flowers which you watered alongside the way, I use them to decorate the table to receive my guest. And when the crackpot heard this story, he was at peace, and then came to the understanding that at least his weakness was a blessing or was an advantage instead of a disadvantage. Psalm 139 verse 14. I'll praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and my soul knoweth right well. Your uniqueness is a blessing. Concentrate on that which you are good at. Concentrate on your strength. Don't look so much or don't give too much concentration on your weakness. Rather work on it. But concentrate on the part, on your strength, and maximize it to your advantage. You were created uniquely. There is no other person like you. There is no many of you. You are you. God created you for a purpose. He made you unique to serve your generation. Therefore, don't look down on yourself. Don't be discouraged for that which you're unable to do because of a deformity or because you fall short in a certain part of your life. But rather work on it. You are unique and you must celebrate your uniqueness. God created you for a purpose and He's using you to be a blessing. God bless you. And same time on the next episode. Have a blessed day.